Yo, what's good, what's good, what's good, what's good? Peace and blessings. Once again, it's your boy 7 Inglewood's on right now in your zone. And this is the Kansas City Info Real, Kansas City's best podcast and growing fast. And I am here with none other than your grandmama's favorite, Mr. Randy Heff.
What up? What
How
up?
you doing,
what
boy?
up? Oh, man, I'm good.
What's
I'm
good with it?
I'm
What's
chilling.
good
I'm
with
chilling.
it? What's good with it? How your week been?
Man, my week been straight. No complaints. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, this one of the best Fridays I didn't have in a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I'm
tell me about it. Tell me about
feeling
it.
well rested.
Uh-huh.
I'm feeling thankful. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready.
Rested
I'm ready
and
to get,
thankful. That's that's a twofer. That's two.
ready to get this
At the
show
same
started.
time.
Ready
Facts.
to get the party started. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's just been, you know what I'm saying, stuck at it, doing the same thing, you know, grinding, trying to make it happen.
Doing
the right
the
things.
dude he's modest. He's extremely modest about what he does. But when I'm telling you, he's doing big work. He's doing big work right now in Kansas City. You dig, for his family, and that's the best part, because it's not like he's just doing it on some selfish stuff, which is still dope. But he's doing it for his family as well, which makes it to me even better. You know what I'm saying? So like I can't help but support something like that. You know
That's
what I mean?
all good, man. How's your week been?
It's been interesting. I gotta, man. Just because you know what I'm saying. You know, so you know, I tell folks, you know what I'm saying, I work corporate. But
He's a corporate guy.
I'm gonna keep it one. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 right now. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I've been working 1,000. Anyway, I've been working too many hours. Working from home, doing my corporate gig. I have not gotten paid until today. This is week 7. Week 7. I just got paid. And matter of fact,
after 7 weeks.
And then when I got paid, it wasn't even for all the weeks that they missed. So I'm like, what's going on with all this bread, homie? Damn. I got over $200 that y'all supposed to be paying me for, homie. Where my bread at?
Jip you, bro?
Dude, trying.
They trying to play you out your paper, bro?
Trying? Come on. Hey. Well, I put it like this. It's to the point where I'm already in contact with several lawyers to find out what my legal step, what next legal steps I should take to, you know what I'm saying, to get something taken care of, because this is really damn ridiculous. It's really damn ridiculous. There's no way anybody should be working for somebody for this long.
For 7 weeks.
In 2020? And then I got the dude, because I got the gig through an agency. So if anybody knows about, you know what I'm saying, staffing agencies and all that humming, you know how that could be sometimes. But so I got the gig through a staffing agency, and the agency was like, what did they say? My contact at the agency was like, I'm so sorry. This is my problem. This is all my fault. I'm so sorry. This is, you know, I want to let you know I take full responsibility. Full responsibility don't mean nothing if I ain't getting my bread.
Don't pay the bills, man.
Hey, I can't pay no bills.
Call KCP&M like, hey man, my man Billy takes full responsibility
for full responsibility is going take care.
Billy
of this.
Got full responsibility.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying?
Rent is due tomorrow. I can't even say it like you know what I'm saying, like I'm in corporate right now. I can't say tomorrow. It's due tomorrow. Like I'm from Chicago, you dig?
Right now.
It's rent due tomorrow.
In a few hours, 3 hours.
And I got these minds talking about, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna fall on the sword here. I want to make sure that I can do it.
Do you think sometimes like they stretch us like that just to have us do some extra wild stuff? Dude,
that's the whole time. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I don't want to think like that. I don't want to have that thought. I don't want to have that mentality.
You got to like sometimes like I think like I said, it's situations where people who have the same qualifications as you do, but they're a different skin color or whatever. They get paid way more, and they get paid on time most of the time, and on some of the times they get paid with interest when situations like this happen. So is it like I'm saying? Is it a like our situation is minimized where it's like, all right, let's see what Seven gonna do if we don't give him this bread, this, you know what I'm saying? This a way to cut our staff, you know what I'm saying? If he go to jail, then it's like,
maybe,
you know
maybe they want to see if I'm gonna jump out of body, hop out the tree on him, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying?
Do some wild shit.
Man, I don't know. I really don't know what it is that what else they need. And then they got this process. They got this process, ladies and gentlemen, for me to put in my timesheet. It's the dumbest thing I ever seen. So I'm working for a company, a big company. It's a huge company, right? Everybody needs this company. So I'm working for this company, working for them. I got to put in my timesheet with them. Then I have to go to the website of the people of the staffing agency and put in my timesheet with them.
So you got to put in 2 timesheets?
2 timesheets.
Okay.
Then
you get 1 check.
Then 1 check, right?
Okay.
2 timesheets, 1 check. It sounds like a bad porno. Anyway, but then it's not done. Then I have to go back to the first and wait till I get those hours approved from the first company. Take a screenshot of that information, and then upload it into mind you, on their end, they could just look at that.
Right.
They could contact the company and be like, hey,
did he submit his time?
Right. These hours approved? Cool, bet. They could do that. But nah, I gotta go through that goofy ass system and sit there and take I ain't never seen so many steps to cross the street in my life. I ain't never. You dig? It's Oh, it's wild.
It's all good. You crossing them, man. Don't even trip though. But
it's wild.
Like 7 weeks is a long time though.
That's what I'm saying.
I must say 7 weeks is a long
I really don't want to
time.
be that one that's on that bull, but man, it feel like
7 weeks. Bro.
7 weeks.
That's a long time.
What are they doing to your boy, ladies and gentlemen? What are they doing to your boy 7? That's all I wants to know. What would y'all do?
Hey man, chime in real quick, man. How long do it take for y'all to get paid, man?
Man, and here, wait. See, now he's just rubbing it in because his checks come like clockwork. His girl's always on the stroll, so he get that pay every day.
Nah, man.
I'll just trip it.
Nah, man.
No, but I'm serious. Like, so this is a gig where I'm supposed to get paid weekly. Weekly, every Friday.
And he ain't been paid in 2 months.
And then wait. And then the bread that they give me today, it was so low. They were like, oh, that must have been taxes. Taxes takes out half of your bread.
Hey man, it's been 7 weeks. So 50%, like, imagine.
50, but taxes take out 50% of your bread. I'm like, come on, dude. I was an accountant for 10 years. Quit playing. What are we talking about?
And they just can count better than you can, bro.
I don't even need to be an accountant to know how to multiply this amount times this many hours. What are we talking about?
Hey, they just can count better than you can, bro.
Apparently,
they get extra numbers in there.
That's what they call that new math, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they call that.
They get some extra numbers in there, man, that you wasn't getting. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I swear, man. That's the thing to be irking this. Whew, it irks me, dog. That's all I'm talking about. And it's difficult to sit and act like, oh, no, it's all good. It's all good. It's easy. It's all good and fun. We're friends.
I'm going to go to work. I'm going to get paid one day. Nah, F that, man. You need your money. And you need it now.
That's what I'm saying.
Need it now.
That's what I'm saying. And I need that. I need my bread. I can't pay my bills off hopes and dreams and promises. That's all I'm saying.
Nah,
that's all I'm saying.
Good. It's going to happen, though. We just hope that they hurry up and, you know what I'm saying, run that cabbage on you, man. You know what I'm saying? You need that cabbage.
They got to run it. Run that bread for your boy.
Run that cabbage,
you know what
man.
I'm saying? Oh, my God.
It's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're locked into us, just if you could, share and like our post, you know what I'm saying? Put it out here in the rest of the world, because we've been having some interesting conversations here lately, you know what I'm saying? Like, people hitting us up from all over, just chiming in on our topics, and like, as Kansas City and as a black entity, not even as a black entity, as a podcast entity, as a media entity, like just help us out, man, if you could.
Yeah,
share our post if you could.
Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure you hit it twice so that way you get the little outside of that point. So that way you get alerted anytime we going live, which is usually every Friday around 8-ish. You dig? It's Friday. We like to kick back, have some drinks. Me and my boy, you know what I'm saying? We're going to sit here, drink, talk about some things. You know what I'm saying? So, for sure. First thing up we got.
What we talking about this week?
Shout out to the drink master.
Yeah, this drink actually good. Like, I ain't even not saying the other ones wasn't good. Like, this one, like you could just, like, you know what I'm saying?
You can sit back with this and just be like, oh,
I can chill.
You know what I'm saying? This is a little bit of mango, a little bit of rum, some lime, some ginger beer. Hey, it's dope.
It's bad. I ain't even gonna lie to you. The other ones is bad too, but this one, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to Shots by Miko, who provides the drinks every week, you know what I'm saying, without fail. I appreciate
Shout out Miko, man.
Man, love. And matter of fact, can I do a quick drop?
Go ahead,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, I just want to get, you know what I'm saying, give her props for representing Kansas City. Not just, you know what I'm saying, part of Kansas City, all of Kansas City. She's representing Kansas City in this event called The Power of the Palate. And I believe it's August 23rd when everything's gonna go down. But basically, she makes a drink. I'm sorry, so let me back up. It's sponsored by Maker's Mark.
Okay.
So each of the bartenders in different areas have to present their own original drink, customized drink made with Maker's Mark. And she's doing hers. I won't tell what the name of it is, but it's dope. She's making her drink, and she submitted it initially a couple weeks back, and they selected her to be the black bartender to represent all of Kansas City.
Oh, that's cool. So Maker's Mark is gonna possibly use it like on their packaging, like, as a suggested drink.
And if you win, I think you get what, 5-10 grand, something like that. You get some Brizad on top of that. So I'm pulling for, of course, because that's mine.
That's dope.
But
like,
I'm really.
I seen the post, and I didn't even read all the details, but I just liked it. You know what I'm saying? I just knew that's Miko, so I liked it.
It's gonna be set up in a bracket format. So it's so like think Sweet 16s because they ain't down to the 16 people right now. She's bracketed up against the bartender from Chicago.
Okay.
So I'm hoping all my folks from the Chi go with fam over residents. You know what I'm saying? I've been your family for the longest. You know what I'm saying? But for sure, I'm just talking about, you know what I'm saying, let's make sure we get some support from Miko as we go in. But anyway, first topic of the night.
Yeah.
Mr. Randy, you're basically like a black businessman. I'm a black businessman. I got a black business.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I have a small business and I happen to be black. I'll put it like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's I was encountered with a situation not too long ago where a friend of mine hit me up.
Okay.
A friend of mine hit me up. They were like, hey, now, you know, I'll let you all know, you know, as much as I talk about, you know, having a business and all that, I don't really promote my business on this platform.
I mean, same here.
Yeah,
same
because
here, like,
because that's not what we made this for. I didn't make this for self promotion. I didn't make this for, hey, go to my website. Don't worry about that. If you want to check it out, cool. If not, cool. You know what I'm saying? If you can, find me on Facebook, you know what I'm about.
This platform is to make my friends look like geniuses, man. Like, it ain't for me to look like a genius. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. But so here's the event. So I had a friend of mine hit me up and they were like, hey. Here's this product. Do you by chance have this in your store? And I'm like, yeah, I got it. I got that. And they were like, oh man, cool. I want that. I'm like, bet. How you want it? You want it today, tomorrow? What's up? You know what I'm saying? They were like, cool. You want the money? You want a cash app to you? All that, blah blah blah. I'm like, hey, yeah, here's my cash app, and here's the price. Silence. Just.
No. Oh man,
darkness falls across the land. You know what I'm saying? Like it was silence for a solid.
You looking at your phone, looking like,
man. We were talking back and forth, like pow. I said something, they said something. I said something, they said something. This whole time. Then all of a sudden, silence for a solid 3 to 5 minutes. Then they come back. They were like, I saw it on Amazon for this amount.
The price match, like, hey, can you price match Amazon? No.
And I'm like. What ain't? And I just said, no. They said no. Here's what they said. They said I saw it for this price on Amazon, but I wanted to support your business.
Okay,
go ahead. I'm thinking and I just said cool. So either you gonna support it or not.
For the price it is.
Like this is the price. I'm not sitting here trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Price match. This ain't Walmart.
I'm not Walmart. I ain't got I'm not big enough to compete with Amazon.
Man.
And it's like, you know what I'm saying? And I had to, and this is somebody who themselves has a small business.
Okay.
They got a small business. And I'm like, and people had to tell this person, like, man, don't trip on people who don't like your prices, because the right customers, the right clientele will adhere to whatever your prices are because they like you, they like your product, they like your presentation, all that good stuff. And I'm thinking, what is going on right now that you are sitting there trying to lowball me? And then they like gave me this long, and I won't get into all that because I hope they don't feel embarrassed and all that, because I'm not trying to put this person on the spot, and that's why I'm not saying the person's name, or anything like that.
Okay.
But it's like they came and were talking about, basically talking about what Amazon could do for them, and I'm thinking, if that's what you want, go get Amazon.
But like you said, they don't know. And Amazon has a system where like they're already like sidestepping small businesses. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So like, wow, bro, it's like, to me, I think if I'm in the town, we negotiate a price.
Yeah.
And you say, okay, this is what I'm like, okay, cool. Is that the least that you take for it? And you say, okay, I'm firm on the price. All right, cool. Like, I might show up. I'm gonna show up with all the money, but like I might.
Right, you might try.
Yeah, I might show up. If you tell me $130, I might show up with $125. Keep an extra $5 in my socks. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it kind of funky. I feel you might try
or
to
something.
But
if you firm on the price, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, run you all your dollars. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say
run them in.
I ain't gonna say McDonald's got it for cheaper. So I'm coming to you because I seeked you out. I researched your product. Right. I asked you the question.
Right.
Like, I feel like, and you answered and you responded like you were professional. You were all this, but like as soon as I dropped this price, then it's a problem. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that part,
and that's
bro.
The thing, man. And I'm like, and with your small business, I wouldn't even think to come at you like that.
No.
Like, I wouldn't even think, because I just say, oh wow, this your stuff.
This
your
cool.
stuff.
Boom.
Bam. This is what we doing. This is what we doing, and this is how we gonna get it in. period. That's all we doing. I'm not sitting there trying to finagle or renegotiate anybody's prices, but you want to ask people, what was the question that we had for the people today?
What's the question we had?
Man, let's go ahead and ask the folks, at what point do you stop supporting a small business? I mean, because is it price? Now I know, now I'm saying this with the mindset that I understand that sometimes people like to talk about black businesses and say, oh well, black businesses they this and this is why I don't support them, right? Because a friend of mine actually from high school was talking about somebody who needed to do their driveway or something like that, or I think it was their front porch. And I guess the person never showed up, and they kept saying it was because of Corona and all this stuff. Now I get that, sure, but I'm not gonna blame black businesses because of this. I'm gonna blame that person.
Yep.
You are a bad business person.
Like I've mentioned,
and not everybody who has a business and who is black is solely out to just be on some. It's solely about their business. You know what I'm saying? But some people who are, I think you need to respect that. I'm sorry. What were you about to say?
Nah, I'm saying like if we go through the whole process and we talk like, all right. First and foremost, like I notice this a lot with a lot of people. Like the sales pitch is superb, superb.
Yeah.
As soon as the money exchange hands, like or half the money exchange hands, the deposit exchange hands, like it's like a whole. With most businesses, you see a different person just start popping up. Yeah. Like, and I'm like, man, this is not who. Like, bring me back to that representative I talked to first. Let me
get that one.
Yeah, let me talk back to that person I was talking to first. Because, like, right now, you on some BS. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who you are at this point. But
it's difficult to figure out, like, who's who and what's what. And,
but that, in a sense, would not let me stop supporting a black business. Like, everybody has ups and downs. And, like, with most, like, corporations, they have their pieces. Let's say they say, okay, Randy, we're gonna put you on as a greeter. Yeah. And I'm just like killing it as a greeter. But then they move me like, okay, let's put you in asset protection. And I'm just like, stinking.
You gotta be right.
I'm just messing it up. They're gonna find ways to move you and put you in different parts so you get experience and all that. Next thing you know, this person who was thinking in asset management is owning the company. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same way we have to. Like the same mindset we have to have when it comes to like small businesses or black businesses. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Tell
like,
me what you mean. I'm counting.
So let's say you have a bad experience with a company.
Right. Okay.
Hey, call that person up. That person up. Have a talk with them. Like saying, hey,
absolutely.
Bro. And like, I didn't like how that happened, or I didn't like how after you took my money, the way, you know what I'm saying, you dealt with me or whatever.
For sure.
And just express yourself to them. Like, we're all humans. I'm pretty sure they have at some point they'll need you back, as like they don't know who you know, and you could be connected, and they're trying to be connected.
Right.
So call them up, tell them about their problem. Just don't, like, for me, I wouldn't get on social media trying to blast anybody.
No, and I mean, and that's the thing. I'm not, and that's why I said I'm not trying to put this person out there. I don't want them to come at me. I'm not trying to come at them, nothing like that. But I'm just saying this was an interesting situation in that I'm like, dude, you're like, and here's the thing. You know, I was talking about earlier with my situation with the gig, and I'm like, I used to be an accountant or whatever. But like, this person also used to be an accountant. You know numbers, just like I know numbers. What are we talking about? And I had to tell them, I'm like, this is why mom and pops lose. Like mom and pop corporations, mom and pop companies, this is why they lose. Because, a Walmart could be like, hey, what do you...
I'll match that price, or I'll do this.
Absolutely.
Just to accommodate the
customer.
Just
so they can get that sale. Like, how much are they selling it for over there? All right, fine. We'll sell it for the same thing over here. That's fine. Whatever. Cool. Give me your bread. You know what I'm saying? They can do that. I ain't Walmart. I got overhead. I got stuff I need to pay for. You know what I'm saying? I got a house I need to take care of. And I understand you got a house. We're in the same boat. So if we're in the same boat, why are you all of a sudden getting mad at me because I'm rowing too? like what are we talking about? That's the part that I don't get.
The goal of running the business is to make a profit.
Absolutely.
On every level, to make a profit.
Off top.
Like the service I'm providing you, like if it's worth that much to you, to where okay, whatever. Let's say they buy a watch from you.
Yeah.
They buy a watch from you. I want to look good. I'm going to this Kansas City People's Choice Award. I want to wear this watch.
Coming this Sunday.
Yeah, I want to wear this watch to go like, hey, bam, I'm stunting on them. I look good.
Right.
I want to feel like $1 million at that point.
Facts.
This watch, if it can make you feel like $1 million at that point, it's done its job.
It did what it was supposed to do. It got you what you needed. It did what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? This person was like, yeah, that's going to be hot right now. It's going to be hot this summer. And I feel like I should. And the way then they tried to back it up and it was like, well, maybe I should go ahead and get the cheap one off Amazon for you, so that way I can help you out.
So would you want to tell them?
Like,
would you want to tell them what Amazon is doing?
Man, hold on, and that's what I'm talking about. See, so Amazon is so cold. Where the story just came out yesterday, day before. Matter of fact, when Amazon, I mean, and they've been doing this, but I don't know. I guess it was a slow news day. They didn't want to talk about Trump anymore. so they decided to start talking about Amazon, but Amazon is getting in trouble right now because what they like to do is, let's say you selling glasses. You know what I'm saying? You selling glasses on Amazon and people are buying. They like, man, I want that glass. I love that glass. I love that glass. Amazon will be like, word? People like that glass, huh? Okay. On our site, somebody likes that glass on our site. Hey, you know what we gonna do? Can we make this glass? Look. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the people who make your glass. We're gonna go to people who make yours and be like, hey, how much do you charge to make a glass? $2. Oh no. Hey, homie, you gonna make it for us for 50 cents. Or we gonna put you out of, or we gonna find somebody who can do it, and they gonna produce it like crazy, and they gonna put you out of business. So what you want to do? And then at the same time, they'll take your glass, which was selling well on their site on the first page, and they'll move your stuff to the third page.
Scoot it back
to the third page, then put up theirs and be like, hey, look,
that's the better glass.
Here's that new Amazon glass right here. You need to go ahead and get this joint right here, because it's that new, and it's cheaper. You know what I'm saying? So so in the meantime, they just pushing you out the damn way. I mean, Amazon's been doing that. That's how over this whole pandemic, Jeff Bezos, among all the other billionaires and his friends, have become super billionaires, like increasing their wealth at least by 20%, if not more, over this time period. You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
but I'm saying like for people, some people, that's a viable option. I guess for that client, that was a viable option.
Absolutely.
But at the same point, like, what's the point in reaching out to you to say that they want to support you if they're gonna bring Amazon in the conversation?
That's what I'm saying. If you want to support me, support me. Don't support me and then be like, but I can get it from Amazon. Then you ain't supporting me, homie.
Go get it from Amazon.
Go get it from Amazon. Or you could do this, or a better way, because this is a person who I consider a friend, and this is and they were like, a better way to be about it would be to say, hey, you know they selling it for this on Amazon. I don't know how your price thing is set up, but they selling it for this over here. So you might want to, you know what I'm saying, just be aware, be wary. Like, I'm helping you. That I
give you that game.
Give me it right. Yeah. Give it to me like that, but don't sit there and just say, I can get it for this over here. Why
did you stop here?
And I'm thinking, well, what did you stop? Why are you talking to me then? What you talking to me for, homie? And then, the part that I just really didn't like was the fact that they almost made it seem like it was my fault.
Why the price is so high?
No, I want to buy this from you to support your business.
But you ain't working with me.
But I can get it for Amazon for this. Then go get it from Amazon.
Like for me, honestly, like if I hit somebody up, I hit some like.
Sure.
Like I was just thinking about this earlier today too. Like sure. if it seems like if it's somebody that I know,
yeah.
Like I feel like more inclined to support them. Like just to buy it, no matter if it's like if I could find it somewhere. All right, cool. I'm gonna buy it just to support them because like it's a team building process. This whole small business thing because like so you're boosting their morale when you buy from them. Okay, cool. Maybe the service wasn't that good. You holler at them about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like
holler at them about it.
Like when we talked about the KC. The KC daiquiri phone. Yeah. And how they basically just, gumshoe and band-aided that place together. It was like, hey, we got a business. It wasn't just because we on some hater stuff. It's like, make it look viable. Look like something. Yeah. If this is a business, look like something. Be about something. And I take time to make sure that I got good products, that we're making good things, that if we're wholesaling, that we're getting good things at good price. I mean, at the best price that we possibly can.
And that's a lot of people don't see
the background.
The background, the work that you put in.
And you're not supposed to, but
nah. Sometimes like I feel like you gotta show them at this point. Like, and I think the craziest thing is if you show like somebody who like is not attached to you any kind of way, not a friend, not nobody, like they'll be more compelled to support you than if you show a friend. They'll be like, oh man, oh shit, that's what you supposed to do. You supposed to put in work. You supposed to work hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you can't show everything. You can't show everything.
No, you can't
like,
show.
You can't show everything. You can show enough, but you can't show everything. And sometimes showing enough like can get you in enough trouble too. You know what I'm saying? Like people feel like they'll want to duplicate your recipe to do whatever they're doing and feel like they don't want to support you. I got people that's doing that right now. I won't get into it, but I got people that's for real that's copying my business. Nah, how I look at it. Like you can take my style, my style, but it's not gonna look the same way it look on me on you. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm not even sweating.
You can have it.
I'm not sweating it. I'm not.
You
tripping,
can have it.
But I do see y'all. I do see y'all out there. And,
nah, man.
And all I can say is,
just take it as flattery. I mean, it's flattering. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody trying to copy your style. So,
absolutely.
Like I'm flattered by stuff like that. Like I don't let it bother me.
Bless you, man. I can't do nothing with it. But as far as the whole, support black business thing, and it's like, I wonder how it looked during the 1930s when Tulsa was a up and thriving, area. You know what I'm saying? The towns in North Carolina, the city, the small Rosewood. Like the small areas where little black companies and people and communities were thriving. I wonder how those went. I wonder if they were like, well, I can get it from Billy Bob up the street.
No, man.
I wonder if they do that, or did they say, F Billy Bob up the street, I'm supporting my people.
And I just support your people. Because
that's what it comes down to. If you're gonna support your people, support your people. But don't do it reluctantly, and please don't do it like you doing me a favor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because listen, because at the end of the day, they still didn't buy it. So I'm like, hey, what are we?
How I look at it is like a lot of information that's out there get misconstrued or whatever. Like so let's say somebody go on YouTube. And this person on YouTube is telling them, I always look for your options when you go to buy your products or whatever, blah 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 blah.
Right,
so at this point, they're hitting you up. You're their first choice, but at the same time, they're trying to, lowball you. Like, so I mean, I don't blame anybody if you get it for the lowest price possible, but at the same time, realize that this person is possibly not making it. They still have an overhead that they have a cost that they have to pay or whatever, and they still have to make at least some 30 to 40% in profit.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I'm not even making. I mean, some of my margins are razor thin, and on certain items, like my margins are as small as 10, 20%, 10, 15%. Seriously, like I'm not making a bread off stuff. But I want to hop in the comments real quick because I was missing some things. So.
What we got in the comments?
One woman says, Keish, what's good? She says, most people, including myself, don't understand exactly why small businesses are so much more most times. Now, I'll tell you like this. Because the word is scale. That's it. So a small business can buy, you know what I'm saying, especially if they're self-financing their own venture, they can only buy but so much. Whereas a big corporation can buy in bulk.
So get it for cheap.
So basically, if I'm selling headphones, I'll sell these headphones for like $50, but then you'll hop on Amazon and get these same headphones for $20 because Amazon can hit the manufacturers up and say, hey, let me get them you gonna make them for me for $5, Joe. Whereas for me, the same manufacturer saying, we'll make it for you for 10 or 20 or we'll make it for you for 30 or something like that, some goofy price, and I'm like. And I try to negotiate as best I can, but we only as an individual have but so much leeway. Whereas when you have scale, when you have the ability to buy pallets, I can buy a couple
100
crates. I can buy a couple crates. They can buy pallets. You know what I'm saying? Crates go on the pallets, so right. We can get an idea of what we're talking about. That's basically what can break that down. Then she says. Because some other small businesses are reasonably priced, I think the complaint is necessary so we can get over this hurdle. The complaint, I can understand that. I can understand having a complaint, I guess, if it's legit. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like, again, if you are there to support that person, you're gonna support that person.
Right.
Because here's the thing. You can get a watch from Walmart for $5. You know what I'm saying? But people will go to Fossil and spend $200. They'll go to Rolex and spend $2,000. They'll go to Tag and spend $5,000. You know what I'm saying? So, are they still the watch? Do they all do the same thing? Probably.
Pretty much. Probably made it in the same spot.
You know what I'm saying?
Just get different labels attached.
But it's all about the name. It's about the product. It's about the quality. It's about, you know what I'm saying, the feeling that you get when you purchase it. Whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of intangible things that go along with that as well. They kind of, I don't know. To me, it seems like they kind of should be factored. See, when I wake up, see when I go to bed, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to see it all over the place. Would the dynamic be different if we simply call it a business? What's in them jars, fellas? Y'all making me thirsty. Hey, this drink right here is brought to you by Shots by Miko, shotsbymiko.com, you understand? And that's all I can say about that. Got some spice rum, some mango, some, I helped a little bit make this so I can tell you what's in it. Some mango, some
man, I don't know what's in it. I'm just
beer,
drinking, man.
Some lime juice, I think. Yeah, lime juice and some other stuff. Yeah. But anyway, but that's all I gotta say. I mean, again, not a complaint necessarily about that person, but just, you know what I'm saying, just kind of some of the woes that take place when it comes to being a small business owner, especially right now when, you know what I'm saying, information is everywhere. You could easily just go to a vending event or something like that, see some people selling stuff and be like, hey, let me take a picture. Hold on, somebody's selling over here for this price. Bye. You know what I'm saying? I guess you could if that's what you want to do. I mean, I have nothing against you if that's what you want to do. Fine. You know what I'm saying? God bless you. But I'm just saying, I don't move like that. I don't roll like that. And I'm hoping, you know what I'm saying, at the prices that I do have, that people will at some point.
But like how I look at it, like I'm just saying, like, man, if somebody that you know is they know that you're trying to do whatever you're doing. If they don't want to support you, then you can't just that's that 20% that's not gonna support you. Like, you just gotta target and focus put your focus towards the 80% who's gonna support you. So like that 20 ain't gonna hurt your company none. Like it'd be nice if you had all these customers, but like once you have some dedicated customers, like, you ain't got to worry about that one person or that two person.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie. I got this one customer, man. Every time he comes through, he spends about $500 on me. And wait, and here's the thing. He doesn't even come to if I'm out and about or hit me up online or nothing like that. He'll come straight to my house. Wow. And be like, hey, what you got? I'm gonna get this. Oh, you got that new? Let me get that. Matter of fact, let me get 2 of those. I'm gonna get one for my wife. You got that? Let me get that. Man, love to shout out to that brother because for a nice little minute, especially when I was first starting, he was my clientele. You know what I'm saying? He understood it and appreciated the quality and the newness of what I had, and he was like, "Let me get in on that. I like that."
Now, so, once again, if you're just chiming in, if you're just getting in, joining us, we know we have a couple of people like Mario who joins us every now and again.
Man, shout out
during
to Rio,
the show, man. Shout out to that guy, man. But if you're just joining us, the question is, at what point do you stop supporting small businesses?
Yeah, at what point, like, or almost like at what price point? Like, is it when the price is not there? Is it when the ambiance isn't correct? Now I won't lie, there are times when I've come in like we talked about the daiquiri shop.
Right.
Like, I've come into there and I'm like, nah, I'm not sitting in here. I'm not sitting in here. It didn't feel inviting. Like, I like a place that feels like you want to be here. That felt like a place that was to go.
To go spot.
That felt like a spot that was to go.
And that's the crazy thing though. Like everywhere, pretty much right now is a to go spot.
Yeah. Well, when I was talking about that, it wasn't to go.
Okay, got you.
It wasn't to go at the time. So maybe they was ahead of the curve. That's all. Maybe that's what it was. They was way ahead of the curve.
That's what's up. But nah, for me, the point that I stopped supporting is when the quality start depreciating.
Yeah.
Once the quality depreciates, it doesn't like. I'm not saying. Like, I'm not the richest person. Yeah. I'm not even rich. Like I've never been on. Like I'm not on. You know what I'm saying?
He on.
I'm not on, man.
This don't believe the hype, man. Y'all don't understand.
Hey, I'm not even on, man.
He be in them streets.
Nah, I'm not even on, man. So I'm just saying though, once the quality depreciates, like where I no longer feel appreciated as a customer, then like I'm inclined to take my money somewhere else. But like as long as you have that quality product, like I know you gonna have bad days and days where you don't feel like dealing with people or you like I can understand that. I can empathize. I can empathize, but once the quality like goes down after 3 times, then I'm
I don't even know if I can do 3. Well, it depends on where it is for me, to be honest. So like one thing I'm a stickler for is some people might, saying, not I don't know how folks might feel about it, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say it.
Okay.
So like when it comes to restaurants, I'm really picky. I'm picky, dude. I'm picky. But when I find something I like, don't mess with it. Don't mess with it. Just leave it alone. There was this one restaurant by the crib. They're not there anymore. I ain't gonna say their name because I don't want nobody to feel offended. You know what I'm saying? This is the non-offensive show for right now. But because these are also my friends, and I've told them directly what it was. But I'm still not gonna put them out there because other folks might feel some kind of way. But like there was a restaurant not far from my crib, and they had this dope sandwich that I loved. You know what I'm saying? And every time I came in, they would tweak it a little bit, change the bread, change the meat, change the sauce, and I'm like, you know what? All right, I can't do it no more. I can't even come in no more. Then they added these I won't say because then y'all probably gonna know what it is if I say it. But they had these other things that was on the side. It was like you can get these a la carte, and it was like they tasted so good and delicious. I was like, oh my, what is that? Came back the next week.
They switched it up.
They didn't even have it no more. They was like, well, we got these other things we made from scratch, and I'm like, that don't take. The things that I bought that tasted before was light and fluffy.
It's not the same thing.
The things that you're making now taste like a brick. I don't want bricks. I don't like bricks. I don't know who likes to eat a brick, but I don't like bricks. So I couldn't do it. I didn't, and so I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm done. And it's unfortunate. I mean, and it's unfortunate the restaurant is closed, not because of complaints like mine.
He closed the restaurant.
Nah,
man.
see, here we go.
This guy closed the restaurant.
It's not because of complaints like mine, but it is because of the fact that people understood that it just wasn't. Well, Corona did it. Corona did it for real. That was really what did it. Anyway, but ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to know that you are rolling with Mr. Randy Heff and your boy,
Cheer
7 Black Man. As we roll and ride on the KC rail, we going into
the next topic, man. The next topic.
So
what's popping, man? I see. It's called the new drive-through. What they serving daiquiris?
They serving something.
They serving daiquiris,
hey,
man.
That new drive-through got something. They got something for you. So, as we're, people are. Companies and small businesses, we were just talking about. Small businesses are thriving and trying to find new ways and new inventive ways to stay relevant in today's climate. It's interesting what I found out going on in Portland.
Yeah.
Portland, Oregon, if you all didn't know, is home of the most strip clubs per capita in the United States. They have the most strip clubs per capita in their city than any other city in the United States. And so at this nice little place called, let me make sure I get the name right. It is called the Lucky Devil Strip Club.
Okay.
The Lucky Devil Strip Club. If y'all want to check it out. What's good, Miko? They have the very first drive-through strip club.
Okay.
So basically, if I'm not mistaken, you pay your money,
You drive through.
Like
a car wash type deal.
Basically, but so they take you around. They got these white tents.
Okay.
Outside, and then you drive into the tent, and you know what I'm saying. There's like women dangling from the ceiling. There's women on the left and right in gym shoes and socks, and they on poles with masks on, and they sitting there taking their stuff off, and they doing the thing. And but they got a barricade on either side. They got security inside the tent to make sure you don't get out the car. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't having that.
No illegal activity.
They ain't having that. You know what I'm saying? So they got that. They have that. Then they got but they have a little barricade on either side of the vehicle, and hanging on the barricade are little buckets, so you can like throw tips to the ladies on as you're going in and out. I honestly think that's not a bad idea, because if you think about it, strip clubs have lost up to 80 to 90% of their revenue during this time period, man. You know what I'm saying? And there's like a lot of companies or a lot of cities, especially like Houston, are cracking down and making the law like, what is it? You have to have if 51% of your sales go to alcohol, then you're considered a bar. Otherwise, you're a restaurant. Even if you're called a restaurant, they'll shut you down. You know what I'm saying? They be like, no, we can't have it. We gotta shut you down, and you can only do to go orders. So, not to be outdone, Houston decided to step up and change the game, and they have it where you get 2 songs. So they keep it moving, homie. Man. People are coming through and they order.
So you get about 4 minutes.
So no, 10 minutes.
Okay.
So I guess 2 Beyonce songs, you know, from the first album.
Drunken Love songs.
They get the When I Was a Boy. They get that. So I don't know, but they get the 2 songs, about 10 minutes. In the meanwhile, they ordering food. So by the time you're done, you get your food, you get your dances, and you get the tip out and all that good stuff. And I don't know what. It's an interesting concept because a lot of these owners are doing it not even for themselves to make money. They're doing it actually for their strippers or for the DJs and cooks to make money, because during this time period, a lot of them haven't been making any money. So they're like, hey, we're just coming up with new ideas. You know, what do you guys think? You want to feel like showing your breasts or showing your ass on the curb? You know what I'm saying? We can get you some money for that. I don't know. I guess that's what they're doing. So that's what it looked like folks are doing out there. But my question is, what if you got your kids with you? I just want some chicken strips for the kids.
Oh man!
I just want some chicken strips for little Johnny, and not Johnny didn't get an anatomy lesson. And
he not going to school, so you gonna have to learn somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? He ain't school's out, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find a new school. Find a new school, man.
Go ahead and that might
school's
be
out, man.
That might be drive-through education might be the new. That might
drive
be the new move right
man,
there.
You know what I'm saying?
Come through, get you a quick
Johnny C was good. You know what I'm saying?
He might be doing that. I'm just saying that's kind of wild. As a matter of fact, not to be outdone. So like I said, so this is in Houston. This is a place called Vivid Gentlemen's Club. Check them out. Look on YouTube. There's tons of videos, all that good stuff. Even on Facebook. But not to be outdone, the owner also, he was just being funny, right? And he put on Twitter, he was like, I'm gonna make it. You know, they got Uber out there for people who doing food delivery and all that. I'm gonna deliver food and I'm gonna call it Boober.
Wow.
He wrote that tweet at night. The next morning he had 150 replies. So he was like, wait, maybe I should do this.
Let me try this out.
So he got these women going around and delivering food and like giving them doing the Michael Jackson.
You might be moving to Houston, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, Daddy, one of those. That's not Mommy. Rio, you already know. That's why. Hey, that's an in-home tutoring lesson right there. You getting anatomy, biology. You might get a little bit multiplication if you play cards right. So,
be like, son, it's not about the birds and the bees right now. It's about this lady that's in front of us. You know what I'm saying?
It might be. That might be the move right there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. What do you think? I mean,
live demonstration.
That's what I mean. So security goes with the ladies because you still don't want the ladies to get fondled or get anything happen to them when they
get snatched up in a car.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Still, human trafficking is real. But you know what I'm saying. And gropes happen all the time. You know what I'm saying. Even in the strip clubs. But I don't know. It's like midday, 3:00 in the afternoon.
Man, be like in Vegas though.
So you got the shrimp fried rice and the 24-liter and here's the boob. Like I don't know how does that go, man?
Bro,
I don't know. Do they like turn around and shit? I don't.
You got your food,
but it's called Boober Eats.
Boober Eats.
Boober Eats, man. So go ahead.
Hey man, I can't knock it. People got to get creative in this time, and I made a post about people coming to acknowledging that nightlife is pretty much over. Like it's over for a while. So I can't knock a restaurant owner or a club owner who can come up with creative ways of people being safe in their own vehicle or whatever it is where they can still get entertained
for sure
or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I just feel like I love the ingenuity. I love the fact that the owners are doing it for their doing it for their people.
Man, they're doing it to make money too. So.
I mean, they're not making a whole lot of bread. I can't imagine making a whole lot of bread at one car at a time for 10 minutes each.
What you mean?
One car at a time? Man, that's.
So you saying like?
And then wait. And what if they don't tip? That's another thing. What if you just coming through and they like?
Nah, that got to be a requirement though.
It better be.
I'm saying.
I think it should be. It should be.
I'm saying like in a regular strip club, the strippers walk up to you and they ask you.
You ain't got a tip when you go to the strip club. I'll let you know that.
Okay, so but I'm saying that when they walk up to you and they ask you like, you want to dance?
Yeah.
Like they come over.
But
do you want to dance?
Do
you want to dance?
For you. When they just on the pole, you ain't gotta throw no money to them if you don't want to.
That's true. You can just watch, but like they still have the other ones that walk up to you and ask you questions like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah, but these women can't do that. Well, they can't hop in your car and give you an in the vehicle lap dance. That's that Rona.
Oh, okay, you right.
They got the barricades to keep them back too. You know what I'm saying?
You right.
I'm just saying. So it's very interesting. I just think it's different. But hey, I think
it's Corona. COVID-19 been different.
Man, so, COVID-19 is, and I'm just saying,
it's real out
necessity is the mother of ingenuity. So keep it going. Keep the ideas coming. What ideas do y'all think the strip clubs should come up with to keep themselves thriving and keep themselves going?
I mean, I know.
I'd love to hear in the comments.
I know they had
let it rip
clubs, and I'm not sure if it's strip clubs, but like clubs in Kansas had 30 people at a time coming through. Yeah. So like they let 30 people in, and I guess like once one person go out, they can let another person in.
Now I ain't gonna the seedy strip clubs are still open and popping. They don't care. they packing 75 in there each. They give no hell. They give no hell about what's going on, but let the police show up. That's gonna be a whole different story.
Whoop. Oh my bad, bro.
I'm just saying, it's a whole different story. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, peace and blessings to the folks out there that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them for real, for the ingenuity, for the people that, again, this is the Vivid Gentlemen's Club in Houston and the Lucky Devil Strip Club.
Boober Eats.
With Boober Eats in Portland, Oregon. So, hey, shout out to them for real. I hope you know what I'm saying, everybody's safe and doing well. Nobody gets that Rona in the process of getting that dollar.
Man, speaking about getting that Rona, man, you seen what's his name? Herman Cain?
Man. Yeah, I heard about him. He was at that
Trump rally.
At the Trump rally in Oklahoma. On Juneteenth. Well, no, June
22nd. He was making posts on Facebook talking about pretty much saying like this ain't real. Don't really? Wear no mask or whatever. And like considering that the guy had just he was what's it called, like he was recovering from cancer or something like that. Like he had
cancer too.
He had cancer prior to Corona or whatever.
They must have told him he gonna have a. Anyway, let me stop.
Nah, so he had cancer and he had recovered and everything, and like so that automatically makes you like a high risk.
Yeah, for anything.
Yeah.
for everything.
So he was out there at the Trump man. Rest in peace, man. But I ain't mean to laugh or whatever.
He died the day of John Lewis's funeral, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah. So
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing either.
But yeah, he you know what I'm saying? He's recovering cancer patient or whatever. He beat cancer,
cancer.
So, but it couldn't beat Corona, man.
Let
right now, Corona has taken more lives than suicides.
Really?
Yeah, it's over
this year. I would think this year be the year that suicide be at an all-time high.
Man, suicide.
I just know domestic violence is at an all-time high. So some of y'all quit beating your wives. Quit it. Women, quit beating your husbands. Quit it. Unless he likes that.
Don't do it.
I was just saying, but no, for real. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean to make light of his passing. You know what I'm saying? But Herman Cain was. I mean, he was defiant to the very end. He was even talking about how it was a hoax, like Corona was a hoax and all that good stuff, even while he had it.
Yeah.
Even while he had it, I'm dying of a hoax. I ain't never heard nobody die of a hoax, but you know, God bless to those that do. You know what I'm saying? I hope you find your peace wherever that is. You know what I mean? Anyway, what we got next up, Mr.
What we got next is the Kansas City mayor playing both sides.
Oh man. So I'm
gonna let you go ahead and talk about that because I seen him on CNN and I was like, what? Man, what are you doing on CNN?
Okay, for those of y'all who don't know, again, we are the KC Info Real here right out of Kansas City, Missouri, and our mayor just happens to be a black man by the name of Quentin Lucas. Met with him, talked with him quite a few times before he became mayor. I ain't talked to him since then. But I had quite a few one-on-ones with him. Just say, hey, what's that? How you doing? He's just a very personable guy. Well, it seems now, you know, as our mayor, who's been in for, you know, I think he's been mayor for about 8 months now, because I think he got sworn in November, something like that. Uh-huh. But getting to the point, as our mayor now, it seems like he's doing a lot of hemming and hawing, as my grandma used to say. Hemming and hawing over there. You know what I'm saying? But what I mean by that is it seems like he's trying to play both sides.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is, so we have this thing called Operation Legend, which has been brought to national prominence due to the president. I'm sorry, not the president. I'm sorry. There's a young boy by the name of Legend Tyler Farrell, who died I think it was last month. No, a couple months ago. No, it was last month. I'm sorry.
It was last month.
It was last month in his own home. He was already recovering from cancer. He was a cancer survivor, 4 years old, shot in his home in his face and died. No one has been found as of yet and no one's come forward as the killer. No one's identified the shooter or anything like that. So since then, the president, our president, has decided to institute a thing called Operation Legend. And under Operation Legend, 200 federal agents have been deployed into Kansas City.
Uh-huh.
And as part of that deployment, that's been brought out. The whole point of it was because they were here to help, you know, supposedly curb violence and help solve murders and crimes and all that. I'm just kind of curious about that because before we even get into it, really, I just question, when has the federal government solved murders like that? Well, I'm like when they just en masse solving murders. Did they send down detectives or did they send down agents? You see what I'm saying? Agents are different from detectives. They're completely different mindset, completely different strategy, completely different ways of thinking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of curious about that. Now, when it comes to the mayor has basically said that he didn't even know that the operation was going into effect or that agents were coming to Kansas City until he read about it on Twitter.
So Twitter, it was how he found out about it.
Thankfully, the mayor is on Twitter so he could find out about information that's going on in his own city. Man, because he was just out the loop. But come to find out, day before that that came out on Twitter, it came out that he and his staff signed a letter that said to the government, okay, we want federal involvement and federal aid coming into the city. Now, he has since kind of done some hemming and hawing, going back and forth and trying to say, well, we want, I got it written down here. I want to make sure I get it right. He said he supports it, And but he wanted things like I think it was that's what it was. He wanted aid for ballistics and data experts to come and check out gun fragments and things like that. And I'm thinking, did they say that? Did they say that was what they were gonna do? Because I mean, now you sounding stupid. I'm sorry to say like that, or you making it sound like we're stupid because you just was like, hey government, come on man, send some help. I don't know what you're gonna do, but they probably gonna send us some data experts, right, and some ballistic experts to look at these gun fragments and things and the bullet fragments. That's what they gonna send us, right?
Let me ask you this. So did he indicate to him that he wanted that?
Indicate
that's what he was looking for.
That's what I'm saying. No. He said.
So he was just hoping, like, come on through. We hope that you got some ballistics in here while you coming through, and like, I'm just gonna act like I found out about it last night when y'all.
Absolutely.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Absolutely, and then he could sit there and talk about like so that way he has plausible deniability on the back end to say, well, I didn't know
about it.
See what I'm saying? He could play that game all day and say, I didn't know that they was gonna do that. I didn't know it was gonna come out like that.
Okay, like let me ask you this:
sure.
in any like government system, are they like, do they have the right to tell the citizens what is going to happen? Or let's like, for example, when
they can't just inject themselves into a system, especially, I mean, according to the 10th Amendment of our Constitution, especially if that system or city says, hey, get out and leave, they supposed to leave. But,
okay. So like if the city has, like, let's say this legend was a top priority when it happened, because like a kid getting killed is like an innocent kid getting killed. And on top of that, a kid that was like, I think, did he have cancer?
Yeah, he had cancer and he was recovering.
He was recovering from cancer. Sure. So, and he died from a bullet
to the face.
So do you think that this could have just been like one of them situations like, man, we have to do something. We have to do something. Whatever it is, something has to be done. And with something being done,
dude,
he went about it. He knew about it. And he's like, all right, come on through. We gonna do something. But at the same time, was it something like, okay, he doesn't want the murderers or people who condone the murder, because it's definitely somebody out here who condones the murder.
Yeah, I mean, murder's going up 40% since he's been in office.
So
violent crime.
Violent crime. So let's say somebody condones it. At this point, every crime is being condoned by somebody. Like, I don't give a damn when nobody says. Every crime is being condoned by somebody. So
yeah,
the crime is being condoned. So he's like, oh, cool. If I say 100 agents or 200 agents are coming in, like, they'll have a way to hide this person or get this person out of town before we can find them. So like, let's just keep it like a secret and then just reveal it the day before, saying like, okay, cool, so we can catch these murderers. But like, I heard on the news today on the radio. I don't know why I was listening to the radio today.
It's all good.
But I was listening.
They tell the truth.
I was listening, and they're saying like, I guess close to like 75 or 50 people been arrested so far.
Dude,
in the city.
They said 200.
Wow.
200 people have been arrested. But you know what that is? That's a lie. That's a lie. So
probably just like 50 people.
No, one person.
200.
One person has been arrested, and you know where that one person's from?
What?
Not Kansas City.
Wow.
So William Barr, who's the Attorney General, he went and testified in front of Congress and was saying that, oh yeah, we have arrested 200 individuals as a result of Operation Legend.
Wow.
But that's bullcrap, because actually what happened was there was this other operation that was already in place called Operation Relentless Pursuit, which had been in place since December.
Okay.
That's where the 200 people came from that they've arrested.
So they just accumulated.
So they just
put all the numbers together. Like, oh,
see what I'm saying? And so they try to make this operation like it was something bold and new. I mean, it was basically just the same old, and they just slapped a new name on it.
Okay.
And so now they're just trying to take the success, or the quote unquote success from it, and place that underneath the umbrella of now Operation Legend. It's the new. But I gotta ask you this, and I'm about to go in a little bit, or kind of go off a little bit, go off the rail a little bit. So pardon me, going off the rail. But it's like, why is it we have all these black catalysts right now? The death of this little black boy, Operation Legend. The death of George Floyd, Black Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Since when did they give two hells about black folks like that? I hate to be like this. I hate to be morbid, but black kids been getting killed in Kansas City, Chicago, Baltimore, Atlanta, St. Louis, Vermont. You know what I'm saying? Since man,
let me just play devil's advocate and say,
go ahead,
and say like possibly they're. Like, they know something's going to happen, where as far as, like, people getting frustrated and getting tired with it. So, like, they have to come through. Like, they seen that the fire is at the edge. It's coming, and it's creeping towards them.
Sure.
So, why not come in with a bucket of water or whatever it is?
No, I get that.
And put it out before it gets to them. I don't think they really care about it, but they just want to, like keep us away from them a little bit. So they come in and do little things that will potentially like create a bridge to say, okay, look, we're trying to help you guys, or we're trying to do something that's going to be positive in the community, whether it's Black Lives Matter or finding putting a relentless pursuit to find the killers of this little boy.
Right.
So we people don't get like in an uproar and say, let's do this and let's do that to him, or let's take matters in our own hand. And like most of the times, it's somebody from their side is in control of everything. And if we start taking matters in our own hand, we're gonna pretty much attack that person who has control of the system. So they're just putting the fire out a little bit.
I see what you're saying. So they're putting out something to kind of say, look, I did something. I'm helping you out.
Yep.
Here's a little bit of something. I mean, I guess, but see, at the same, I guess the problem that I'm running into is kind of like what I'm seeing from. So there was an article on the what was it called? I can't remember the name of the article, and I apologize for the publication. I can't remember the name of it, but basically it talked about how the local civil rights groups like Black Rainbow, One Struggle Kansas City, KC Tenants, the Sunrise Movement, and Surge, which is Stand Up for Racial Justice. They basically signed a petition and submitted it to the mayor, and in hopes that it'll go up the chain to the federal government and let them know that this is bringing in these 200 federal agents. First of all, it just ain't the way, because it brings in undue civilian terror, functional martial law, and obstruction of basic civil liberties. You know what I'm saying? So it's like how is it fixing a situation when we already know black communities are already over-policed anyway? Black communities are over-policed anyway. Now you're bringing in a federal arm or another policing arm that has no local policing abilities or functionality, but they do report to a higher governmental body. You know what I'm saying? So they get their order, they get their marching orders from up high. Meanwhile, the cops around here are the ones that's catching the crap. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're coming in, starting the stuff, and then you're leaving. In my opinion. And it's making the people more upset, because they're like, wait, we're not all criminals.
Okay. You
can't just start going around grabbing up people. And this is the same stuff that your president is doing in Portland, where he's got his special police out there with the Black Lives Matter protesters, and he's just like snatching up people off the streets, just snatching them up.
If I may ask a question, though,
associating the word rioter with protester, and so for some reason they both mean the same. And don't let me get started on what that sort of agitation can start.
If I may ask a question, though,
for sure, do you think
out of all the cities that they could have chose in America or American territory, why Kansas City?
It's the heartland, man. They got to get control. they've been trying to get a hold and control of Kansas City and Chicago for decades that I know of. It seems like there's always been some sort of even St. Louis. So Kansas City, St. Louis, Chicago. There's always been some sort of concerted effort. It's like we got New York is doing this thing over here. California, they've got their thing over here. Florida, we've got it over here. But it's like there's been a more concerted effort to take care of and control what's happening in Chicago because they can't control it. Right. The federal government can't control it. It's more locally controlled in the heartland versus on the coasts. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's just my opinion. I ask y'all, what do y'all think? Why do y'all think the government?
Why Kansas City?
Why is the government coming after Kansas City like that? And then, and you make a great point because think about it. There's 200 agents that they deployed in Kansas City, right?
Uh-huh.
Why are they only deploying 170 in Chicago when Chicago's 5 times bigger? I mean, look, and here's the thing. And I ain't trying to compare thugs or N-words or anything like that. But man, you go to Chicago and you find the right one. They don't care what color your suit is. Blue, green, black, don't matter. If they own it, they own it. They don't care. So I'm like, so if you're gonna go in Chicago, man, they were just at a funeral with a cop there and shot the place up anyway.
Grimy city, man.
You know what I'm saying? So if they will do that, I won't say like the whole city, but if there are people within the city who will do that, what's to make you think that they'll care that some freaking cop or whatever, some federal cop now was in here? Because if they think they can do it and not get away with it,
it's going down. It's going down.
But I will say this to my people in Chicago: please be smart. Please be smart. Only because I just have a fear, and this is maybe my conspiratorial mind speaking right now. But let's just say there's some sort of march or whatever happening, right? People are marching. The federal police are coming in, and everybody to them, even though the protesters are protesting and being peaceful, they will say federal police come in and they say everybody's an agitator. All it would take is for one person to think that they're doing the right thing by shooting a cop, by shooting one of the federal cops. They ain't even got to kill him. Just shoot him. See what I'm saying? Just shoot one. And you don't think the president wouldn't shut stuff down, move the election, and basically hold on to the dude? It's a big old chain. It's a bigger game than what y'all think it is. So even if you think you're doing the right thing, I'm telling you, it could play out so horrible for you. You could sit there and be like, yeah, I'm the hero and I did blah, blah, blah. Matter of fact, somebody probably give you the gun. They can mess around and give you the gun, that's the plan. Put a rubber shell in there, you're thinking it's legit, and you think you about to pop one off, and it don't do nothing but maim the dude. Now here you are locked up in federal prison thinking you a hero. They got you in an underground black ops site and you ain't never been seen again for the next 30, 40 years.
I already think that's the plan though. Like it's the election. I don't think the election's going to happen this year.
Nah, it's happening.
You think it's happening?
I mean, here's the thing. The president doesn't have the power to stop.
No, but if another pandemic ensues, like if this second wave, and I think not only might be a second wave, it might be a third wave too.
Yeah. Well,
if something like that happens, because man, the way these numbers are rising, like just like in different cities, then like they go down, then they're back up.
That's the thing, and that's what makes me think. Unfortunately, again, this is my conspiratorial mind, so I'm gonna let you know right now the views and opinions that are being expressed by your boy Seven in this moment are only those of your boy Seven. So let's roll with it. So I'm just saying.
What's up? Let's hear it.
I'm just saying. How come? With all the riots, with all the protests, with all the movements and marching in the streets, there have been no upticks of the virus in those areas.
Maybe they're not in the area long enough. If somebody just go throw something or whatever,
man,
and they
I'm just saying, why are there no? There was no uptick. There was no huge amount of the wave and these guys. Police ain't getting it. The protesters ain't getting it. The journalists and media aren't getting it. So who exactly is catching it? Oh, somebody in Florida that's hanging out at the beach. What? Somebody in Texas that decided to go down to Brownsville. What? some folks in Portland, not Portland, some folks in California who decided to go hang out, you know what I'm saying, at the beach. Like, what are we talking? Why? Huh?
Honestly, I'm not gonna say.
That's what I don't get. That's the part that I don't get. I'm not saying that the virus isn't real. I definitely believe the virus is real. However, I feel like there is a little bit of control that's happening with it as well. Okay. There are different deployments that are taking place with it. Look at what took place in St. Louis when they dropped the light bulb of, I can't remember what the substance was, but they dropped the light bulb in the black neighborhood trying to wipe out just to see what would happen when they got all the black folks sick in the neighborhood. I mean, look at the Tuskegee experiment.
I mean, that's possible.
You don't think they still, we only found out about that decades later. They did that for 70 plus years.
That's possible. So
you don't think they couldn't still be doing stuff like that and trying to experiment on people like that, trying to see how can we control and manipulate the people and the mind? How can we shift people? Nudge them just a little bit. I mean, there's a book by Amy Chua called what is it called? The Shock Doctrine. So in the Shock Doctrine, it basically talks about how you can how the government puts out fear. There's the action, then there's a solution. You know what I'm saying? But so they have to churn up the fear first. Whatever it is, they got to churn up the fear so that way people start reacting left and right. So then they'll sit there from on high and say, okay, some of these people are doing that, some people are doing that. Okay, now we're gonna issue the solution that they had before they even thought about the fear. Think about 9/11. Again, conspiratorial mind. This is your boy 7. It's the only one talking right now. That's not Casey and Ford. But I'm just saying that stuff like that makes me think like, man, it might be more going on than meets the eye. But getting back to your mayor, I'm just saying, our mayor. I just kind of feel like, because I want to make sure we bring all this back, and I apologize for getting too much off track. But I feel like when it comes to the mayor, he's not. He's basically trying to play both sides. He's trying to, like, on one side, he'll say that he supports the police chief. People are outside saying the police chief is racist. He needs to be fired. He's doing all these bad things. He's putting forth these really bad policies. And then in that same breath, he'll say he supports the people who want to have the police chief removed. Well, which one is it, homie? You out there with the people who are marching against the police chief. But then you'll go the next day and be like, the police chief is my friend. You can't have meetings, and that's what the article in KC Star was talking about.
You got to remember, though, he's a lawyer. He's been a lawyer. That's what I'm saying? That's exactly what the article said, They have to make a case for both sides.
Exactly.
They have to make a case for both sides.
And you'll never know where they really stand. They're just going to try to go with the most pragmatic side that's winning.
And it puts him in a diplomatic position where if he's against something, like, you don't know where he stand, but he's gonna know where the people stand, for sure. And because that helps him to make better decisions.
They're putting it kinda. I think it helps him to play one side against the other. So everybody who has a meeting with him, they'll leave thinking that he's on my side. Exactly. See what I'm saying?
It's messed up that like it's like,
that's the thing.
I wish like and that's why, like, me. Like, I don't know. I stay kind of guarded when I talk to people, certain people at that. But, for sure. Like, I know I'm always, when I'm talking to them, I'm looking for facial expression to help me understand their agenda.
Trying to get an idea.
Their agenda of this conversation.
What they on. Yeah, I feel you.
So if I can't, like, lay my paws on it, I'm like, man, you know what? All right, I'm just gonna keep this as general as possible. Like, you know what I'm saying? This gonna be just a regular conversation. We keep it general, and I stay like, what I know, I keep to myself. What you know, you keep to yourself. Like, we just gonna be on, like, the fence, looking at each other like, hey, what's up?
Right.
And that's how we're just having a stare down, and that's what it's gonna be. But, like, if you don't know somebody's like true agenda, like, it's
it's hard to get an idea, or hard to get.
You can't play to win.
Get a read on them. Get a bead on them.
Yeah, but
I don't know. So that's the thing. Like, and dude, you broke it down perfectly, because that's basically what the article said in the KC Star, when it was just like, he's a lawyer, and they said what did they say? Quintonian is sounding very Clintonian. They're saying basically he acts like he's one of he reminds them of Bill Clinton when he was in office with the Monica Lewinsky thing.
Mm-hmm.
Only difference is he ain't got no sexual issues or whatever going on. His thing, but at the end of the day, it's still with Bill Clinton. It was like they were like, did you or I think his thing was his defense was. It all depends on what the definition of is. and with Quentin Lucas, I remember when he was accused of either driving drunk or being found drunk in his car or something like that, and the keys were in the ignition, and they were like, where are your keys in the ignition? He was like, well, that depends on what the definition of in the ignition is. I'm like, what? What are we doing right now? What are you talking about, homie? You know what I'm saying? So that's wild to me. That's the game that they play, and you're sitting there trying to get real things done. And they sitting there having word battles.
Bro, it's nothing real is gonna ever get done. Like it's just gonna be like opinions of the people, versus the system they have in place. That's it. Like that's gonna be it. Like I've came to that conclusion that. Man, that's how it's gonna be forever.
So people ain't gonna be allowed to have like real conversations with their leaders.
I mean, they can't. You don't think
real conversations. You don't think leaders are ever gonna be legit?
No.
Oh wow. No. Oh wow. So no leaders are ever gonna be like.
It's always somebody. Somebody's always being a puppet master behind that leader. Like so, they're just puppets at the end of the day. Like they get up there and say whatever, and he knows that he's a puppet. So, but he cannot relate that to you. He has to act like, okay, I heard you, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But at the end of the day, if it don't make no good business sense, it's not going to get done.
I guess, man. I guess that's where we are, man. I don't know. Do you think this is going to have, or what sort of impact do you think this is going to have on his next mayoral bid?
He probably winning again. He probably going to do it again.
I don't know. See, I was talking about this with my girl a couple of days ago, and one thing she said that was kind of interesting. She said a lot of folks are mad with Lucas because at least with Sly James, folks knew that Sly James was on bull. They knew, they saw him coming. It was like, oh yeah, he one of them. Like he may look like us, but he one of them. You know what I'm saying? But with Quentin, he tries to make it seem like he's with you, and that's the part that hurts, I think, more because you're like, dude, wait, what you mean you not? What you mean you ain't? What you mean you ain't with us? Why come? Why come, Cletus? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what, I don't know. That's kind of what I feel about it. But
I think he plays the role so well. So like people they want somebody like the people who actually control, who has the power. They want somebody like that. They have the power. They can put somebody like that in power. They can make it happen without me or your vote. Like they can make it happen.
Absolutely, yeah. They don't need us to, and they'll let us know. That's the bad part. They'll let us know, like I don't need you.
Can you imagine if it gets to the
point?
Where,
that's why Trump be out there.
Doing whatever he wants to do.
He plays to his base. He's like, listen, I'm going for the folks that I know that's gonna do whatever X, Y, Z for me. I ain't worried about you N words. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say whatever I need to say, but I ain't worried about y'all like that. Not for real. I mean, I might say like, they're my folks, they're my people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's the worst you can do? What's the worst you can do? You can vote for me, people. He'll say something like that, but at the end of the day, he ain't doing nothing for us.
Right.
Because that's not where his loyalty lies. His loyalty lies in himself.
He knows we didn't put him in there either.
And he knows that we ain't put him there, and we ain't trying to
keep him there.
Facts.
So he don't really care. And like that's politics though.
Yeah.
It's a dirty game.
Yeah, facts.
Hey, you heard what they say in Shotters? Police, politicians, and pastors. Don't trust none of them. Don't trust none of them, man.
That's funny.
That's like
I feel the same way though.
I've sat and had dreams like plenty of nights, man. Like
especially that last one.
Man, plenty of dreams, bro. Like man.
Yeah.
What it would be like if I ever got into politics? Like I'll probably get killed.
Oh,
because I think I'll probably get killed because like I'm like not saying I'm against the grain, but
I got you. Yeah.
But like, man, I'm gonna be truthful to the people. Like I'm here for the people. I'm not here for the system. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
like,
yeah, absolutely.
And that happened to me like in like plenty of times at the job, like where I think like, man, probably didn't got blackballed just because like I didn't stood up for people.
Yeah, because you said something that you ain't had no business with, that you felt like saying, but you probably didn't need to say because the wrong people heard it.
I mean, and the sometimes the wrong people are the people that you're trying to help.
Yeah, no doubt, and that's the bad part, because people will sometimes vote against and move against their best intentions.
Yep,
because of their own cognitive dissonance,
their own insecurities too.
Man, don't even listen. I remember I was talking to a friend of mine. They decided to hit me up. Excuse me, on some. Or they was doing all this, Joe Biden stuff on that post and stuff. So I was like, just correcting them. I was like, no, he didn't really say that. He said this, and this isn't what really happened. This is what happened. And they instantly thought that I was a Joe Biden supporter. So now they just so now this person just decided to start hitting me up on my inbox with like all these all this information about Joe Biden, and I'm like, I said, that's really funny because I don't like that dude either. I don't like neither one of them, but I'm a huge fan of the facts. I'm a huge fan of facts. I just don't like lies. You know what I'm saying? Now, but I said, the worst part is when people start moving against stuff that they know is for them, just because they think it'll make them look smart, or they think it'll make them look good, or because around their friends it gives them some sort of clout. But at the end of the day, you voting against something that you probably needed.
Right.
I mean, just for example, let's look at the state of Mississippi, a completely Republican state, worst and poorest state in the union, worst education system in the union. You know what I'm saying? But they vote Republican, nonstop, full stop, every time. Well, I won't say every time, but most of the time. And it's like, but don't y'all need healthcare? Don't y'all need social programs? Don't y'all need things that the Democrats are supporting? Yeah, but I don't like no Democrat. Okay, well, fine.
Man, I think
right on, homie.
I think this is a great segue into the next topic that we have, like who you voting for.
Man,
like me personally,
okay,
like I'm at like a state where I'm like, man, I don't even know like who to vote for at this point, because how I look at it is most people would. Like somebody who's done something hateful to him or whatever, they'll never forgive him. Never, ever, ever, ever. But a lot of people are like, will go to war for Joe Biden at this point. Dude, they'll forgive him for everything that he's done. And won't forgive somebody that they know personally. I don't know Joe. I don't know if he's gonna switch up.
I don't get that. People are ready to die for Joe just because somebody said something crazy about him on Facebook. And I'm thinking,
I don't know Joe. I don't know if he's gonna ever switch up or get back to the old Joe.
Dude, I don't even know. I don't even care if he does. The old Joe was a dude who put up the '94 crime bill, and still hasn't apologized to Anita Hill. Like, that's the old Joe I know about and don't F with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's for real. I don't F with him. For real. And I think everybody knows that he's in the cognitive decline right now. And I think that's one of the reasons why, again, conspiratorial corner right here with your boy Seven. But I think that's one of the reasons why this virus is out there right now. They doing that so that everybody stay in, so we can kind of keep people not, focusing on other things. Look, there's a protest over here. There's a protest over. Look at what the president did. Look at all this goofy stuff. Look, watch him self-implode. Watch all this other craziness. Meanwhile, ain't nobody heard from Joe. Or what they get him in 3-minute sound bites, and even in those 3 minutes, bro, he ended up sounding crazy.
The highlight of my this pandemic period is gonna be that debate with Joe and Trump. I'm just
that's
waiting
what I'm saying. Like, when is it
point.
gonna happen? Is it gonna happen from the basement or something like that? And that's the thing. So they gotta keep like Joe is winning as long as he don't open his mouth.
Right.
As soon as he open his mouth, it's a wrap.
It's done.
It's a wrap. And Trump ain't got nothing to say, but he at least.
I think it's gonna be a back and forth like match between them. Like it's gonna be so many names that's gonna get dropped in there. Like you did this, you did like man.
Yeah, maybe. And
bro, I think this might be this might be the highlight of what we really want to see.
That's probably
like,
what we need to see.
Yeah, like them go at it. Like we should have hey man. Have him two go at it right now. Let's get it started. It's in August right now.
We less than 100 days away, and we haven't had one presidential debate yet. That's what kind of is interesting to me.
We might learn some shit stuff about America.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying? Like
we know everything.
We gonna learn some more stuff, man. Like
maybe they'll finally reveal some truths that we already know to be true. We might even
hear about Bill Clinton, and David Epstein.
Right, Jeffrey Epstein and the two girls that he had on the island that Virginia Guthrie didn't see them with. That he said he wasn't even there. He wasn't even on the plane. What are you talking about? We seen your face and your name on the logs, homie. Is that why that judge out there in Virginia got killed? My bad. I'm going too deep.
Yeah,
I'm going too deep. I'm just saying. Hey.
I definitely think like we need.
That's what I'm
debate.
saying.
We need they usually have like three
they usually have like 3 debates.
6 to 5, 3 to 5.
They need to have some debates. They need to go ahead and get it get it cracking, because at this point I don't care about either one of them. I could not care less about either one of them. I mean, now I will say it would be dope if Joe is in there and he does have a black VP, because that's gonna be who's running the show,
right?
And once he's considered beyond his mental capacities and faculties, this person is gonna be the person who's gonna be really running the show. So yeah, I guess in that sense I would care about that part, but.
Bro, I'm just here for the debate, man, between him and Trump, bro. Like, I think like some stuff gonna pop off. Like we might hear some secrets that, like, cause I know Trump. He's pretty much like that type of guy. Like, he gets to the point he hears stuff like he feels like he's being attacked.
Yeah,
he'll just drop whatever.
Yeah, he'll go in. He jumps out the tree on him all. He jump out the tree on him.
Whole ambush, man. Like,
man, exactly.
Ambushed by Trump.
He be ready to jump out the tree all day. Yeah, and that's it. And that's the thing that people liked about him. That he would jump out the tree. You know what I'm saying? And say whatever.
And I think people like that about him, because drama sells. People love drama. He gives them drama.
Who you telling, boy? Yeah.
That's why him and Kanye get along. Kanye gives us drama.
They get along because they both are Geminis and they half crazy.
Man, they give us drama.
They both are half crazy Geminis. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel about that. But
yeah, who you voting for, man? That's the question, man. Who you gonna be voting for if we even get a chance to vote?
I'm voting for my local state.
That's your best bet,
man. That's where my votes are going. And
that's your best bet,
man. If Joe got a black VP, I probably will go that way. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But I have no faith in either one of them. As a president, I mean, just from what we've seen of Joe, of Trump,
no good.
And from what we've seen of Joe, or the little that we've seen of Joe, I'm like, man, get out of here. And dude,
get out of here.
It's looking like he's gonna pick Kamala, and I can't lie, I don't like her. I don't like Kamala Harris, dude. I can't stand her. Okay, first of all, every time she talks, she always sounds like she's drunk. Have you ever heard that? She always sounds like that. I never understood why she always sounds like she's drunk. But on top of the fact that she built her career on putting black folks in prison. Parents in prison for their kids going truant. I mean, what are we talking about, dude? I'm not... What?
I can understand. I can understand that. But like what I'm saying is like to get some kind of notoriety in a white environment, most of the time you have to go against what you know or what you've been raised on. So
you're saying to win you got to sell out?
It seems that way. That's why I ain't won yet.
Oh man, that's why a lot of us ain't won. Man,
that's why I ain't won yet.
Man, and that's why Diamond and Silk is winning.
That's why I ain't won yet.
They gave it all up. They was like, I'm winning.
You gotta drop a dime on your peoples, man. That's
and I guess I don't know, but for me, I can't say that I would vote for either one of them. Full stop. I mean, just off. I don't even know what Joe stands for, to be honest. And I know what Trump stands for, and I don't support none of that.
Nah.
So, I don't know. I'd have to see what the Green Party's talking about and maybe lose the vote and get people upset at me for that. You know what I'm saying? Or I'd have to look at who the VP picks are. And if we talking about Mike Pence versus Kamala, I mean, I guess I'm going to go with the Jamaican, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? I guess because she's Jamaican, I'll go with it. I guess, you know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of Jamaicans who ain't, you know what I mean? So it's not like that means anything in itself. So I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. Who you voting for?
Bro, I don't even know. Like I said, we just gonna focus on the local people and like just probably just toss the presidential candidates. Like probably won't vote in that area. I don't know if that makes it a invalid ballot.
No, I don't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, they'll still tally up the ones that you did.
Okay.
Enter.
Well, I'll probably just leave that part.
Those
parts
this
blank.
is probably gonna be one of those votes where like all the local people get like 98% of the vote, and then the presidential votes will get like 15, and then whoever gets the most out of 15, they can be like, oh man, he got 7.3. Oh man, but your boy got 7.7. Winner.
Yeah. Nah, I think like it's gonna come. Like, I ain't gonna say it's gonna be close this election, but it's definitely like I think both parties have their supporters out there. Trump got his supporters that are willing to die behind it, like, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Kane did. but
Herman Cain, buy the pizza.
Yeah, he
999.
Yeah, he got his supporters that would just like buy into anything that like I think.
Dude, he was the head of his Black Voices for Trump coalition. That I mean, to me, I
think he bent in a situation where he shouldn't have bent. Like we're talking about this whole virus ain't real, like, and it's hitting so many of his people.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's hitting your own folks.
Exactly.
And that's what I was talking about. How people will vote against their own interests for the sake of party loyalty, for the sake of looking good or looking cute or looking like, look, I made the right choice. How did you make the right? I picked the winner. Nah. Sure, you picked the winner. Right on, good, cool. You picked the dude who. I mean, let's
screw us over.
You picked somebody who kept Hitler propaganda and now I don't know if the president actually reads. I doubt it, but he kept Hitler speeches and books on his nightstand. He admittedly said that.
He reads Twitter, man.
He kept speeches and Hitler books on his nightstand and flip through them. Who knows? However, a lot of stuff he does is along those paths. I'm not saying he is
right, because
people said that same thing about Obama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In his right. But I don't know.
But like I said, it comes down to like if you solid, like it's a lot of people that's solid on a lot of things, but like they end up just bending on that one thing that's detrimental to the whole race, the whole situation. Like you said with Kane, he was saying it ain't real, but at the same time, who's been like African Americans been like they've been getting tore up by this COVID-19, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, yeah, y'all, man, we've been missing the comments. I've been sitting
my phone dead.
Right, we've been sitting here just running them out. We're missing the comments. My boy Rio said the new Joe just said he focusing on Latinos and no to reparations. Trump said I'm giving Hispanics an economic plan and nope to reparations.
Wow.
Oh man, my boy Les said, I don't trust none of them new black liberals either. I'm with you. Well, listen. I'm in a progressive group right now with some black folk, and one of my frat brothers brought me in, and the whole time, I ain't gonna lie, whole time I'm in that group like side-eyeing and watching it and trying to figure out like,
what's really good.
Are we looking at the underlying things and all this? You know, so I feel you. Kamala Harris, the same person that black folks didn't like because of her stance on crime. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, because I'm like, wait. So we got Joe Biden who made the crime bill. Joe Biden who voted against busing. They kept Kamala Harris. I was that little girl. that kept Kamala Harris from, or would have kept Kamala Harris from going to the school that she wanted to go to, who now built her career on putting them same people in jail.
Couldn't ride the bus with her.
Dude, the people
to jail. That's what I'm telling you, bro.
That she had, the neighborhood that she left to go to the school she wanted to go to, the people of her neighborhood, she put those people in prison and built a career off of it. And now we're supposed to be like, yay, vice president.
Bro, that's the same. That's what
I'm talking about.
This kind of goes back to the same thing that we started the show on.
Yeah.
Black businesses, bro.
Yeah.
You get put under the bus by somebody who's like you, who got more in common with you.
Hey, that's
it. More in common with you. But so they'll get on and say, all right, I could find it on Amazon. That you're not doing nothing, blah, 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 blah. Damn. Kill my morale, you know what I'm saying? But you boosted somebody else's. Like when you should have been standing with me.
I thought you were standing with me. I thought you was with me. I thought we was on this. I thought we were on this Birmingham bus boycott. I thought we was deciding to wear our shoes all the way out and walk and crawl if we had to get to where we needed to do, carpooling if we needed to, ride on each other's back, coattails and shoulders if we needed to get to where we need to. But nah, you was like, but the white man's ride got AC. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They was like, but his water is so much cooler. His grass is greener.
But what most people in those
they
shoes,
paying over there.
Most people in those shoes really don't realize like the whole concept behind convenience. Like they saying like, it's cooler, it's better, it feels better, it looks like America. It feels like how a lot of people just say. Like some of these grocery stores is white people grocery store. They look like heaven. Now the grocery stores in heaven look. You know what I'm saying? It looks better. It feels better. But is it actually better? Mm-hmm. It's just it's just to entice you. Yeah. To go against what you know. Entice you to bend. You have a strong tree and you tied against something like dang, you know, all right, I can't bend this in one day, but like if I keep having it like this, it's just gonna start growing that way.
Right, start going in the direction that you
wanted
it
to.
Right,
and that's what like it's crazy. Like I told you, bro. Like
it's
to sell out to win. It comes with a bag. It comes with like all the things that most people want, but to keep it real and stay solid, like. You're never gonna get to the place where the people who sell out get to. Nah.
You won't get there the way that you think you will. I know that, and that's the unfortunate price that you pay. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, you won't get what you think you're gonna get out of this.
Like, do you think like what's her name? Candace. What's her name?
Candace Owens. Everybody's
like
favorite black woman.
If another
that chick looked like a wish version of Gabrielle Union. She looked like somebody was like, "Let me get that Gabrielle Union." Oh, damn! I got it.
She go to the hairdresser. Order that.
Candace Owens. Oh man!
But nah, you think if another person comes along who can like state their point just like she can, but is on the opposite side of what she is saying. A black person, do you think they're gonna get the same type of notoriety that Candace Owens is getting?
No, because she's an anomaly.
Okay,
she's an anomaly. People love the anomalies, dude.
Exactly.
I was watching what's that local lawyer who's always trying to seek fame. What's her name? Stacey Shaw. So I was looking at Stacey.
Who don't know the law.
Whew, Stacey Shaw don't know it. Anyway,
she on Stacey Shaw. Man, shout out to Stacey Shaw. Like she doing her thing, whatever.
She does what she needs to do. But anyway, Stacey Shaw was recently at the protest with in front of the Kansas City police department. Where they had Blue Lives Matter on one side and they had Black Lives Matter across the street, and the Blue Lives Matter people had one black woman over there. Black woman over there who was an African woman sitting there with a super long fake hair, talking in the most broken English ever, but she was talking about, I am over here because I support these people. I love these people. I want just giving everything she can for these people, and I'm just thinking, you can't save everybody, man. You can't save everybody. You can't get everybody, and everybody's not gonna be on your side, even though you want them to be.
Yeah.
But some people just want to be that one that's gonna stand out, and be in opposition because they know what it'll get them.
Get them that notoriety.
And to get them that, and so now it gives all those Blue Lives Matter people a chance to say, "See, look,
we got one.
We get support.
She wouldn't have been over here if she didn't.
She's our supporter. See, and she's a black woman. What does that mean? What is your point?
It don't mean nothing.
What and to that end, Blue Life first of all is no such thing, because I can't be fired from my black life like you can for your blue life. so let's just stop that right there. But it's just but her in my opinion, her aim was just to be different. Find something different, do something different, and be seen as different. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what did it really do for you? Nothing, because you're going against your own interests. You know what I'm saying? This side over here is fighting not just for themselves, they're fighting for you. And for the black cops. The black cops who understand that once they badge and uniform comes off, they ain't no different. They ain't no different than anybody else. Look at a cop in St. Louis who was an undercover cop during the Ferguson protest who got beat up and beat down by his own officers because he was undercover. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. So but we have people who, and I almost was about to say no fault of their own, but it is their fault. But who would rather put that notoriety or that social currency above what's right, or above what can feed them? You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's the part that makes me just feel like, you know what, you can't save everybody. Everybody ain't gonna be on the same page. You're gonna be on. I have to have that in my mind, because if I don't, then I get upset and I start getting pissed off of that one person who didn't even deserve my energy in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, like I said, it's a dirty game, and you know the rules. Mm-hmm. You know how to play. That determines who wins. And as of right now, like, I'm never gonna stop being who I am for nobody.
Facts.
Nobody.
Facts.
Like, not saying that I have all the security that not everything secured like I wanted to, but sure. I have enough to where like I can just be me, maintain my own lane, do what I do. Who supports me. Who doesn't, and that's fine. They can do their own thing, but no way I'm ever gonna just go against the grain just so I can get a little bit of attention.
No, I got you. Yeah,
never.
Yeah.
And that's what happens with most of our people. They just go against the grain. Oh, you trying to do this? You got to do this. You got to be different. You got to get your name. This is the way to get your name out there.
Dude, I've gotten many lessons on how to sell out. Well, I've received many lessons, either direct or otherwise while here again. Actually, I won't even say just here, because it's not like it's secluded here. In Chicago, high school, growing up, I've seen it. I remember there was this kid. Oh my God! So I remember I was in elementary school, and we all, the smart black kids went to this white school way on the west side of Chicago, right? And so we were there, and there was this kid there named James Murphy. James Murphy was
this boy remember names. Boy.
Yeah, of course. You don't remember people you went to elementary school with?
Nah,
I can tell you damn near everybody's first and last name. Tayakwa Lowe.
If I see the face, bro.
Shakana Clark, Michelle Posavets, Andrea Swanson, Carrie Detlef, Bernadette Peters. You know what I'm saying? I can go on. No, ain't no thing. Greg Scopus, my boy from Greece. You know what I'm saying? Emmanuel, he was also Greek. Anyway, so there was a kid named James Murphy. He was from the South Side like me. He actually, his house, we used to walk by because we didn't have a car. When we took the train to go to church, our stop, we had to walk like 4 blocks from the train station to the church. Okay. So we get off the train station and we actually walk by his house every day going en route to church. So I never realized that until one day I was like, oh, this dude lives right there, right? Because you just happen to be sitting outside. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know he lived right there, right? Down, not far from my grandmother's house. Getting to the point, when we were in school, now I knew how he lived. I knew how he really was. James Murphy was a thug. Like as a kid, he was a thug. Family thugs. Had a older cousin named a little cousin named Baron. Had two other cousins. If you give me a second, I remember, but I ain't gonna worry about it right now. But anyway, had two older cousins that graduated before him. Pat was one, and another one was his girl. But getting to the point, they was all thugged out, all of them. One day, like James, like he had the curl and all that, you know what I'm saying? It was the late 80s. So he would come to school. Her name was Bernadette Peters. I went to a school with a girl named Bernadette Peters and a girl named Bernadette Smaller. Yes, I did. Anyway, so but we were there, and I can't remember what had happened, but he got in trouble for something, and he used to always talk like he was one of the only kids who actually cussed. We were like 8, 9 years old. He was one of the kids who actually like hard cuss. You know what I'm saying? We were like, man, he using the F word like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? We sit there like, whoa. But then he get like one of the white kids decided to trick on him, and he was like, what? I never did that. He was talking. I would never do that, Mrs. Bursell. That was our third grade teacher. I would never do that, Mrs. Bursell. I'm so sorry. Like he completely, and I was like, whoa.
Switch it up.
He switched it up so hard and so fast. I was like, oh wow. And that won for him. He won. The people who tricked on him, they got in trouble because they were like, Jake, because the teachers, as far as they knew, they never saw that side of him. So they only saw the, how you doing, guys? Like, oh, what's up? Like the overtly, you know that this ain't really how I talk type of accent. Like he had that thing going on. And we were like, man.
The white people voice.
How are you doing that? No, it wasn't Bernadette Peters, the actor. It was just a girl. Her name was Bernadette Peters. She came from that was the name of the family. Like, it's possible. Like, I also went to school with a kid named Michael Jackson. It wasn't the Michael Jackson. It was just a kid named Mike Jackson. Quit playing. This little kid. Oh, snap. Bernadette, I went to Lane Tech. I didn't know you went to Lane Tech. Oh, snap. We got to talk, Rio. I didn't know that. Because I just saw Godfrey 2 weeks ago, and he graduated from Lane Tech. Anyway. But yeah, getting to the point.
That's that Chicago stuff.
Yeah, for sure. But and my first job was across the street from Lane Tech, as a matter of fact, when I graduated from college at Hugh Freedy Manufacturing Company. Getting to the point, though, I'm just saying, we were talking about people who were like selling out again and going against their grain, going against their own interests to win. He did that. He definitely did that. And then, like, when the teacher, like, pulled him in, was like, oh, James, we're so sorry, blah, 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 blah. And he would, like, look over the shoulder, like, gotcha, dripping his curl on the lady's shoulder and everything. Like, he ain't care. But it was wild. You know what I'm saying? So it was just it was crazy. It was crazy. But I'm just saying, anyway, I know we kind of going over time. We've been sitting here talking about everything. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. You know what I'm saying? I know Mr. Randy Heff always got something to say, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to him.
Oh, man, it's the same thing, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Life don't get easier. You just get stronger, man. So keep doing your thing. Keep riding this rail. Keep sticking with us every week here, every Friday, 8 o'clock-ish. You know what I'm saying? What you got to tell them, bro?
Man, make sure you follow us on, you know what I'm saying, Facebook. Like, share, subscribe, the KC Info Rail, Instagram and Twitter. At KC_rail. Find us, you know what I'm saying? I'm always talking crazy out there. We always got something popping out there. Please, you know what I'm saying, join the game, join the fun. And I just want to leave you with a little something from, we were talking about the president, so I want to leave you with a little something from both of our presidential candidates. You know what I'm saying? From one, we got Dementia Joe. We got Dementia Joe on one side in one corner. Talking about how I'm going to beat Joe Biden. And then on the other side, we got person, woman, man, camera, TV. That's it, folks. Y'all have a good one. I'll let your boy. Peace.
And we out.
And I'm out. I was